Bellatrix is an individual from the Orion group of stars, a star that one can see with the unaided eye while noticing the night sky roughly 700 light-years away. Anyway, if it somehow managed to burst as a cosmic explosion and be 30 light-years from Earth, it would make all life end. Consequently, the world's cosmologists have been compelled to check out the sky for murmurs, vowing not to miss this once-in-a-blue-moon occasion. Still, while seeing this red Goliath, they additionally found something secretive. This report will portray what the Webb telescope saw. The red monster has a typical temperature of 3,600 Kelvin and is 600 light-years from Earth. As per the narrative, the Goliath is multiple times more massive than the Sun. Overall, stars exceeding multiple times the Sun in size can be viewed as giant stars. Therefore, as per these accomplishments, even the area of the Sun would have the inner parts of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter, assuming Bellatrix were in its place. Bellatrix is approximately multiple times brighter than the Sun. When you look overhead, you can see the star without the requirement for a telescope. As one scientist put it, Bellatrix's surface is honestly hypnotizing, making you believe it is turning quickly. This kind of heavenly twist is not entirely set in stone by fastidiously assessing the differences in the light emitted by a star's diverse parts. The light produced by the segment of the star that is moving toward us as it pushes toward the side we are looking shifts toward the blue side of the light spectrum, while the light from the part that is moving away from us is shifted toward the red side. Why do astronomers figure Bellatrix will explode? Bellatrix is already on the bound to explode list. It's not whether or not it will explode, but when. Perhaps you might partake in long-term life for a star. The Sun is 4.5 billion years old. Anyway, scarab juice is nearly elimination at an extraordinary rate. Bellatrix is a red giant star that is dying and is near collapse. You probably thought Bellatrix became red and weak after Scuti, the biggest star in the system. The Sun is aging and will shed its outer layers into space, contracting into a white bantam. Maturing stars leave the primary sequence and become red giant stars. Stars are far off to the point that, regardless of how great your telescope is, you can continuously identify just a single mark of light. Thus, go ahead and introduce the Hubble telescope in your lawn, and the star will stay simply a place of light. Bellatrix is exceptionally close to us in grandiose terms, so its surface can be distinguished because it is a giant star. Despite the fact that it isn't smooth through a process called interferometry, astronomers combined images from several telescopes to get this picture of the star's surface. The dark areas on the star's surface are formed by sunspots, similar to our Sun. The size is huge here. Bellatrix is a red giant nearing its end, and the distance among it and the Sun is very nearly 800 million kilometers from Jupiter. The size of the Sun is just 1.4 million kilometers. Will there be a cosmic explosion at any point in the near future? Astronomers at Villanova College have finally found that Bellatrix is blurring. For sure, in December, Bellatrix was the smallest star throughout the course of recent years, which has previously led to the suspicion that Bellatrix is going to explode. Scientists have even speculated whether a so sharp decline in brightness shows that the star has no time left. Cosmologists Serafina and Nance made sense of the giant stars, experienced an extreme loss when they came up to the furthest limit of their time. The deficiency of brilliance means, naturally, there are always astronomers who think differently. For example, astrophysicist Emily Brunson of the College of York, who explained for the BBC that Bellatrix's brilliance isn't stable. When viewed from Earth, she later added, there's no information that Bellatrix could explode at any second. It's that we've never had the opportunity such a long ways to see the last fundamental cycle leading to the blast of a cosmic explosion. Therefore, such a result was generally possible. One more cosmologist, Darrell Seligman, an astrophysicist at Yale College, noted to Euronews it's an extraordinarily large star around 20 solar masses. These giant stars are burning their elements much faster than normal stars. To that end, they live much less time. Seligman added that if there should be an occurrence of a potential cosmic explosion, a spectacular light show overhead ought to be normal. According to researchers who noticed Bellatrix lately, there are indeed signs that a star is going to explode. But simultaneously, not a single scientist can certainly state anything about the lump someone can expect. The breakdown will happen. As a side note, Seligman mentioned that even the moment of the explosion isn't very clear. It is challenging to bar the way that the color of Bellatrix has changed due to the same chemical cycles on the star's surface. Anyway, he added, you shouldn't dismiss the possibility that light from the star is darkened by dust. Assuming that such a mass loss occurred, a cosmic explosion can cause very much damage. So it is argued that in the event that the sun explodes, the nearby planet group body could vanish completely. Furthermore, there is a theory that the blast of stars is the justification behind the world's warming. Then again, they can destroy the ozone layer. Moreover, our planet remains exposed to disastrous solar and vast radiation. Best of all, a couple of people will explode like Bellatrix, primarily on the grounds that it is still much smaller. Anyway, simultaneously, a few scientists predict that Bellatrix and the Sun will probably swallow Mercury, Venus, and Earth in just a few billion years. At long last. The Pinnace News. According to a logical perspective, Bellatrix is at a safe distance from the Earth. A stargazer, Emily Brunson, accepts that Bellatrix would serve us with the valuable chance to watch the existence of a dead star and get more understanding into the universe. In the event that it explodes now, it would be a seriously business acknowledgement for the space experts, as we would need to re-examine the majority of the things we realize about other different stars. Still, it would also be an extremely marvelous one. Despite the fact that the passing of stars had proactively been investigated and described according to numerous viewpoints in different legends of humanity, there was not even once the potential chance to see the actual change of a star system. 700 light-years is far away for Bellatrix, yet for cosmology, it is generally a nearby star of the Milky Way. This is the main star after the Sun whose surface can be investigated in detail. The scientists who noticed Bellatrix lately say that all the signs are clear. The star is very close to a blast, the impending breakdown. However, it is challenging to offer something concrete about when it will happen. Follow our way through this shocking story. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share your thoughts, comments, and requests down below and hold your head to the sky and die.